time.
In this video, I will be teaching you how to fly this rocket. This is very important so that you will know how to fly it safely. At the same time, you will have a precise and good flying with your rocket so that you will not crash it easily. That's very important. Now, in flying this rocket, of course, we have to plug in the battery. Make sure that your battery is fully charged before you fly this rocket, or else it may crash without knowing that your battery is already drained. Plug in your rocket. Okay, there. After you plug it in, you have to insert all the components inside the rocket and close it properly. Then the next thing that you need to know is the orientation of your rocket. This is the orientation of my rocket because I have put the markings there. I will put it there. I place the camera there as well. Alright. Then, after you plug it in, you can turn on now your radio controller. So make sure that all the switches on this part are all in the right position. The next thing that we need to do is to arm it first. So you have to press the aux to switch. So when you press the aux to switch, the propeller will rotate. So if it's rotating, it means it is armed already. You can see when I press this, it will disarm. So if I push the aux to switch, it will disarm. Now if I push the throttle up, it will not arm because this is the safety arming switch also. So if I put it back and then push the throttle down, it will disarm. So it means that's the arming process that you have to do. Now, I want to show to you how this rocket moves because that's very important so that you will know that this rocket orientation is also important. You can see I have the landing pad here. So that north, it means that will face my rocket. You can see that this is my markings for the front. So I will place it facing the same as me. So when you arm this one, you have to push the throttle slowly. Then you can see that the propeller and the motor will rotate and it will give thrust to the rocket and pushing it up. So slowly as you push it up, it will go up. And you have to balance it with roll, pitch, and yaw. When you press the yaw, then you will see the rocket will move, will turn around. Okay, so this is yaw. You can see when you press this one, the rocket also will rotate. When you push here, then it will rotate to the right. Push here, rotate to the left. Then the next one, when you push the throttle up, it will go up. Then when you push the pitch up, it will pitch forward. Pitch forward. Pitch backward. Roll, go to the side and go to the left. Go to the right and go to the left. This up, down. So, but when you are doing this, you have to make sure that you are only making small movements on your radio controller. Because if you make much movements, then your rocket will be so crazy. So you have to make only small movements. This is the same with the drone. You can see this is a drone that I make also. Now, this drone can move pitch forward and pitch backward. Roll side, roll to the left, roll to the right, and go up when I press also the throttle. This two is the same in their movements. So you have to make sure that your control is very precise. You can only develop your control when you are practicing. So I suggest that you practice step by step. Now what I want to try it is outside so I can show you how this actually works. This is our final moment and we are going to try our rocket. We have the radio controller here and I will teach you how to use this properly to arm our rocket and disarm our rocket and how to fly it using the throttle. And also we have the VTX, which is
the VTX receiver will receive all the information from the rocket used through this camera that we have here, and we will see where it will go and where it will land as well. So to start, we have to open the head of our rocket, and let's put the battery, power the battery in. So this is the LiPo battery 650 milliamp. We use this one so that we are not going up to 250 grams. So power the rocket. So you will hear that sound, that it means it is working properly. It is engaged and powered on the ESC and the flight controller. Okay. This is the front. You can see that one, there's black one there. So it means that's the front. So I would like to put my camera also facing that direction because that's very important. Now what we are going to do next, power on now the radio controller. Make sure that the throttle is down and then push the aux2 switch. And you can see that the propeller and the motors are rotating. To set up your VRX, power on it, and then if you cannot see any image in the VRX, just press the search button and it will search automatically for the VTX. And then you will see the image from the camera on the rocket. After arming, you will see that my hands is moving slowly. Don't make large movements because the rocket controls are very responsive. Just make a tiny movements for roll, pitch, thrust, and yaw. Yaw is very important to maintain its orientation so that your control will not be affected. If the rocket keeps rotating, it just means that your yaw control is not stable. Yaw will make the rocket rotate and can stop rotating. Pitch can move the rocket forward or backward. Roll can move the rocket to the left or to the right. The throttle will create thrust to lift the rocket up. Always practice to master your control skills. This is the actual image from the rocket when it's flying. Don't fly high when you are starting, so that you can avoid breaking your rocket.